Because Tanzanians have expressed displeasure as to the way they are disconnected with social and traditional activities thanks to the coronavirus pandemic. Unlike many countries within the region, the government did not impose total lockdown, but social events were limited to family members. Experts warned against complacency, noting that it is the need to adhere to the healthcare guidelines in their efforts to contain the pandemic. Let's have more details of that in this report.
Mangelangela's dream was to see her only child get married. Her vision for a big celebration was disrupted by a global threat, the COVID-19 pandemic. To protect its citizens, Tanzania's government imposed strict social distancing rules and banned big gatherings. The wedding went ahead anyway, with a limited number in attendance.
I was in shock. We have a big clan, but very few came to the wedding. Even the contributions to the cost were lower than I expected, so the whole wedding was on me.
Unlike its East African neighbors, Tanzania did not impose a full lockdown, but social distance measures in place caused unprecedented social and cultural breakdowns. Burials were limited to immediate family members, not exceeding 8 people.
One thing that is, I think, the most difficult is when it comes to the grieving. So a lot of people passed on. And a lot of people were not able to properly grieve because, again, funerals are more or less a ritual in which we used to grieve.
Tanzania is a diverse country made up of more than 120 ethnic groups. People from different tribes share strong feelings of unity that are expressed through collective social events. In Tanzania, like many African countries, it is common for many people to attend funerals, weddings, and other social events. Not being able to socialize and interact has caused a disconnect between families and friends. With the government now stating that COVID-19 is at negligible levels, communities here are slowly starting to rebuild relationships and try to get life back to normal. Behavioral scientists are optimistic as social distancing measures ease. They say personal behavioral changes, such as hand washing and wearing masks, are persisting and helping to create a more health-conscious society.
How do we maintain those social connections and social gatherings, but protect ourselves? And I think that's the biggest thing that we can take away as well, is that how do I protect myself? Because if each individual is thinking about how they can protect themselves, we can still have our social gatherings.
Medical experts say to end the pandemic, the virus must either be eliminated worldwide or people must build up sufficient immunity through infections or a vaccine. But it will be a challenge to change the culture of how Tanzanians interact with each other for the long-term good of its society.